Yo, check it. We made it, yo. Man, we made it. Take inventory. Take inventory. Listen, yo, check it out. That's what the president and them doing. They taking inventory. With Musk and them, man, they taking inventory. That's what we do every day, man. Wake up. When you wake up, man, you made it. You gotta take inventory. Have to. That has to be that. That's a part of the. I just got my coffee. You know, I got to get coffee today. You know, my feet work. You know what I mean? Man, got air to breathe. Yo, take inventory. Got to take inventory. Shout out Birdie, man. Man, I seen you on it. You know, everybody go through stuff, right? And I remember, you know, my man just crossed my mind this morning, right? Me and Bird was kicking it one night. We was, you know, busting it up, you know, just, you know, working on a plan, you know what I mean? Or, I don't know what we was, you know what I mean? What we might have been talking about. But the conversation came up. Me and him was talking about, I don't know, I was probably dealing with something I was going through in my, you know, on my journey, right? And the brother, wise brother, right, told me like, yo, you know, that there, man, like, you know, that's small. That's small, man. We've been through situations where things was looking dire, like, you know what I mean? Like it was real, things was ugly, you know what I mean? Where you really ain't see the way out, you know what I mean? So like, you know, I say that to say, yeah, you definitely we gotta check inventory. I just wanted to shout my man out, right? You gotta take inventory. You know, some people, you know, go through the relationships, things I did, you know, things with them, their woman, and their kids, and, you know, the courts, and been there, done all that, right? And that ain't nothing, man. Listen, you made it, man. Man, we made it, man. You take inventory for everything that you got right now, like you're able to do. That's the only way, man. That's you know, because everybody got their unique map. All right? Everybody has their own unique map. And your journey is mostly going to be traveled alone. You know, I don't even understand. I don't think I ever had any other understanding of life other than that, right? You know, I see people, marriage and, you know, let's call it like, we can just call it family. The family look for a long time. You know, I had that. That's, you know, I can't say I still look forward to it. That's not my identity no more. You know what I mean? After, you know, my experiences, but for a long time, that was my experience and that was my identity, right? So I could see how, like, along your journey in life, you know, however many years, you know, we're blessed to be here, right? On how many wake ups, how many suns, how many nows, right? Nows. I could see how that thing could change, you know, because you understand. There was a video I mentioned harmony, like when things aren't in harmony, right? And it's not a harmonic balance. It's not a harmonic balance happening, right? You know, people have their different maps, right? The maps can be different, meaning my map is taking me to the destination that I know, that I see, you know, in my mind, that I'm creating, right, along my path. And this applies to anybody. I just was using a relationship as example, right? It has to be harmony because people's maps are different. Everybody has their own different map. And your map is, and that's what you're traveling. And along the map, each of your our rituals, right? Which are habits, right, are like forks in the road. Every fork in the road, every little choice that we've taken thus far then got us to today. And still we made it. Because we wouldn't even be here together, man. I'm glad you can make it. You know, this is fruition. Every single decision that we made, every choice, every habit, every fork in the road brought us to this point right here where we at today. Every one makes us who we are. It contributes to our identity. And along the way, that's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're on autopilot, going to wherever our destination is. Do we all got the same destination? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, and I'm not even going to get in the talk with religion. I don't think that we all got the same destination, though. My understanding says, listen, versus what I say or what someone else says, you don't know what's in their heart. You don't know what's truly in their heart and what they really want to do. Again, piggyback off the last video, like, you know, people come acquainted with one another, you know, due to the environments and circumstances in the environment, right? On how they came together, right? They necessarily they benefited from each other. They necessarily wasn't in harmony, right? As you grow up, you gotta let hands grow. You gotta let hands go as you grow. You just let the hands go. You know, I started out on that, on doing that, what we did every day. I want to do something different now. That's called purpose. You know, when we was young, you say, yo, you did that on purpose. You know, you did that for smartness, right? Nah, you know, along people's journeys, man, the purpose change. Purpose change. And whatever your purpose is, you're supposed to act on what that is. Because if you don't act on it, what happens is you go back into autopilot. Now, the problem with going back into autopilot and freestyling is, where are you going? Whose map are you following? You're not following no map. So you turn to GPS, so it's like losing service to your connection, right? Now, you freestyling, you riding, or you driving, and you don't know where you're going. Now, that might not be, it might not be a problem to someone that's not aware of that. But once you're aware of it, you're aware of it. You can't not be you cannot, you know, be unaware of it once you're aware of that. So now it's like, okay, certain things not even you know, certain things you're just not going to look at the same way as you used to. You got a different perspective. And my perspective of, you know, what's serious, or, you know, what's big of a deal and what's that bad and what's not that bad is different. It's different. It's not the same thing. You know, you prioritize things, you put in order. You're gonna put in order, like, you know, in terms of, you know, what's the most important thing to me. You know, waking up, man. That's the only, you wake up. Number one. Two, you got air to breathe. You can move around. You got your functions. You're not on your bedside, you know, looking at your loved ones, you know, because that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to deal with. You know what I mean? Especially with the understanding. Like, what's your understanding of it? When you dealing in the physical, and you're dealing with you know, emotions and what your eyes can see with that content like that, or you dealing with the other side of it and then in the spiritual, and then you really can, you know what I mean? So it's like certain things, yo, you gotta just take inventory, man. You gotta take inventories for the things that's important. Okay, I almost tripped over that. That's what I was talking about. It'd be the little things that you can trip over, right? But you gotta take inventory, man. You gotta take inventory and put the things that's most important, the things that I would say that's fragile. Time. People make time for what they want to make time for, right? You make time for what you want to make time for. We got the same time. That's the new money. We got the same time. It's just what, somebody might choose to do something different than what somebody else might choose to do with their time. Not gonna drag this out too much longer, man. Just take inventory, man. We made it, man. Happy to be here, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Truly wonderful to be here, and you winning. We can't control every circumstance and every outcome of it. We don't control any outcomes, right? We do have a hand in how we spend our time when you're fortunate, right? I like to go for a coffee run, right? I'm doing me. And when you're doing you, that's the real goal, because somebody didn't wake up and make the cut and was able to do what we do right now. Some people was in a cell. Some people didn't wake up at all. And then they can't, you know what I mean? Some people woke up in the hospital. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining about nothing, none of my problems or nothing. I didn't have to make the occasion to even have a problem. Look, y'all, peace.